Hi everyone. The trio from Mozart's Wind Octet consists of two contrary motion canons, one between the oboes and the other between the bassoons. The trio can also be termed a 4 and 2 canon, as each of its sections comprises 4 parts and 2 subjects. Through the first section, the oboes canon begins with a leap of a fourth and lasts for 10 bars, while the bassoons canon begins with a leap of a fifth and lasts for 6 bars. In the second section, both the oboes and bassoons canons last for 14 bars, with the oboes canon again beginning with a leap of a fourth, but with its remaining melodic contour differing from its contour in the first section, and the bassoons canon beginning with stepwise motion. Both sections conclude with free counterpoint to form the cadences. In the second section, for both canons, Mozart doesn't reproduce the intervals between the leader and follower exactly. Here, for example, he uses a minor 7th in the second oboe part, and a minor 13th in the first, and a major 2nd in the first bassoon part, and a perfect 5th in the second. These alterations allow the parts to continue their interaction. For example, if the first oboe ascended a minor 7th, the same interval used by the second oboe's descent, the parts would not combine effectively. Harmonically, Mozart composed each part ensuring the first quarter note beat, and sometimes the first and second quarter note beats of each bar can be typically harmonized either with the tonic, subdominant, submediant, or dominant chords in the keys of C and G major. For example, here C major harmony is found on the first two quarter note beats of each bar. The first two quarter note beats may also include a combination of harmony and non-harmony notes in the keys of C and G major, such as here where the tied A and C notes move to the third and fifth of E minor submediant harmony. Mozart ensured the final quarter note beats of each bar can typically be harmonized with either dominant, leading note, or occasionally some other harmony of C and G major. For example, here F major subdominant harmony is used, here G dominant 7th harmony, and here B leading note diminished harmony. Exceptions to this usage can also be found, such as the use of the secondary C dominant 7th chord created with the inclusion of chromaticism in the bassoon's second section. Melodically also, much of each part's construction consists of stepwise ascending and descending scale fragments, tetrachords and pentachords, which interact with similar and contrary motion. Here, for example, the first oboe's D to G tetrachord moves in thirds with the second oboe's descent from E to C. Here also, the first oboe's ascending D to G tetrachord moves in contrary motion with the first bassoon's descending G to C pentachord, and here the second bassoon's ascending pentachord moves in contrary motion with the second oboe's descending E to A pentachord. Analyzing each vertical sonority of the trio occasionally produces some unlikely tonal harmonic progressions, such as this apparent 5, 4, 7, 6 progression in G major, beginning with the second bassoon's entry. It is more likely, however, Mozart heard the harmonies unfolding at a slower pace. For example, the aforementioned progression, rather than consisting of 4 different chords, should probably be heard as 2, a dominant 7th prolongation moving to the submediant. With this analysis, the notes of the apparent subdominant C major harmony are heard as non-harmony notes moving between the dominant 7th's root position and first inversion. Through these bars also, tonic harmony is prolonged, and in bar 12, dominant harmony is again used with the conclusion of the first oboes and second bassoons canons providing the bass and cantus melodies. In the second section also, Mozart's harmonies tend to unfold at a slower rate, although with the inclusion of chromaticism he is also able to introduce some secondary chords, such as the secondary C dominant 7th chord discussed earlier, and the secondary D dominant 7th prolonging G dominant 7th harmony. In both sections, Mozart modulates when the second bassoon's entry creates a 4-part texture. Here, C major harmony is used as the pivot between the keys of C and G major, with the necessary F sharp accidental being introduced in the first oboe part. And here, G major harmony returns the work to C major. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.